Yo, talk. Perfect. Here we go. All right. What is good? What is good? Stick that there. All right. All right, guys. Let's see who's in here. So tonight I'm just looking to chart for you guys personally. So let me know what you guys are watching. Try to stick to the ticker symbol call format here I have above my head here. So give me the ticker symbol. What time frames are you looking at, and why are you watching the stock? Alan, what's up, baby? Hey, man. Didn't send this out on the Discord just because I'm running this through YouTube, but we'll see who all joins in here. It's going to take a little bit, just the live streams, you know, they have a little bit of a lag period. It takes a little bit for the community to like see that I'm going live. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of time here. And yeah, wait for some people to join up in here. Let's take a look at some of the hot stocks that we saw today. So one thing I like to look at is FinViz here. Now, we had a strong pop in the markets today, right? Strong finishes. The NASDAQ was up 4.41%. SPY was up over 3%, or the S&P. And the Dow closed up 700 points. So Jay Powell came out and talked today, and the market reacted pretty crazy. What I have pulled up here is the S&P 500, and this big downtrend line is what I've been watching, and we are holding that on the money, baby. So it's looking pretty interesting, especially tomorrow. And after a big reaction like that, I would expect a little bit of cool down tomorrow, but we'll see, man. That is a big level. That is a big level. Things are getting pretty exciting here. So we'll see where we carry on. Let's take a look here. All right, so right here, yeah, just pulling up FinViz. These are some top gainers from today. So CRBP, looking at the quick chart on that. See what's going on with this. I'm guessing there was some news, obviously. Nice little penny stock rally here. Kind of gave its big pulse at market open here, and then really cooled down intraday, and then gave us another move. But from a low to a high today, I mean, it swung, you know, so it sold off right away at the open, and it swung as high as like 48%. Nice move on CBRP. So it's a pharmaceutical company. So I'm guessing it obviously it's some kind of pharmacy related or healthcare related news, right? So it could be FDA related, something like that. Let's take a look. A lot of downgrades. That was months ago. Not a big deal. So let's see, November 30th. Yeah, I'm not seeing any news on this thing. Huh. Not sure why it's rallying then. Could be pre-anticipatory. SATX. Let's take a look at SATX. That was the other big one today. Strong volume. Ugly looking chart. Almost looks like a little bit of a cup and handle. Yeah, we ain't touching that. XPEV, XPeng. So Chinese EV company. Not looking too bad. I had a 10% day. That's pretty substantial, and it really held all day, unlike the S&P today, right? The S&P, if we take a look, yeah, it launched, but it, you know, kind of cruised, you know, most of the day leading up to that. and then it decided to take off, right? So market open here, kind of just chilled all day, and then J-Pow came out and talked, and then the thing just absolutely launched from there. Chicago's watching. Roblox, what's up, baby? You're looking at puts before it rallies up to the highs, 30s or 40s. Okay, we'll take a look at that. All right, so Roblox here. Let's go to the daily chart. Rallies up to high 30s or 40s. Oh, you're looking at puts. Okay. The only thing I'd be, so the main thing I'd watch, so come out to the daily here, and if you look at the higher time frame, we did have a nice push on volume today, right? So we had that nice impulse on volume. This candle body is engulfing the previous one, so I'd be a little bit cautious of that. Let's dial in a little bit lower. Now we are seeing a little bit of a shift in market structure here, so I'd be a little bit careful, right? So we cleared this prior high, so I'd be a little cognizant of that, and then obviously strong volume today. If you're looking at puts, I'd just be a little bit careful. As long as we can hold down this prior high here, which is at what, 32.79. I think your chances are fair. Going back out to the daily here. Actually, this prior daily high here, I'd be watching that. So your prior daily high here that I'm noting, you know, at this 32.19. You know, keep tabs on that. Again, we saw this candle engulf this prior candle today with some volume to confirm. So I just be a little bit careful here, just because we had this big push from today. Now tomorrow, if you're grabbing puts, just be careful initially. See if we can clear some pre-market lows, previous day lows, but it might be tough to rally all the way down there. But after you see a big push like that, especially from the markets, there's usually a day of consolidation or possibly a sell-off, right? We're going to see probably some profit taking tomorrow. So I don't expect a sequential green day tomorrow. And if we do have one, I don't think it's going to be obviously as big. But be a little bit careful. Watch that prior day high, right? We wicked up there in the in the pre-market a couple days ago. But watch that prior day high. Definitely a significant resistance level before we consider puts. And then I'd wait for confirmation of rejection first too, before you make your selection there. Higher time frame bias is somewhat pointing down, but just be careful. We could be starting to form a little bit of a base here, finding a common level of support and then making our way up. Somewhat ranging here as well too, so we do have a pretty common support level. All right, so keep your eyes on that. Hopefully that helps. 30s and 40s, yeah, I think that's definitely optimal. I'd be looking, if you're looking to go short, just watch this. You're getting near a critical resistance area, so the shorts make sense, but I'd be looking more for a quick scalp, honestly. Because longs could be favored here just because of what we're seeing in the markets. But again, tomorrow's going to be probably that cool down day because, we're trading in a premium market here. The S&P 500 and the market's very extended off that big rally. And we're testing a big critical level here on the higher time frames, right? That downtrend line on the S&P 500. So it's going to be tough to break it. You got slapped by SPY twice. We had a shift at 402.96. What do you think about how you would have played it? 402.96. Let's take a look. Draw your loved one here. How would I have played this today? do you think about how you would have played it? The biggest thing I saw today, so I was watching this bull flag a little bit here. Started to flag for me on SPY. But how I would have played it is probably just try to catch a reset if I can and then ride that 9 EMA. When it comes to smart money concepts, though, you know, there wasn't really an optimal entry for me unless it was way down here because, I mean, we were trading in such a premium, right? We rallied so hard that there was just a lot of FOMO chasing today. So if I were to play this today, I'd be looking for a quick reset and then be playing with a nice light position, right? I'd be looking for a small reset candle, kind of like an inside bar candle. We didn't have a whole lot of opportunities for that today. I suppose the most resetting we saw was on the 5 minute here in this this kind of reset, somewhat consolidation area. And that ultimately gave us a little bit of that bull flag there, and then we continued our rally. But the only based on the price action, it was just so extended. I think the only real chance you had at joining in on this rally was if you were FOMO chasing or playing some lottos, maybe pattern trading as well. So that's probably how I would have played it. It's just playing very light and then looking for a little bit of a reset opportunity in the price action because it was just so it was very aggressive. And there was a lot of momentum. Yeah, anytime MDA. Boy, you better hit that subscribe. Boy, I better see you on the next stream, baby. Hit that like, too. Colossus was good. Man, I'm about to collapse. I probably should have did this live stream earlier. Your boy's all monotone and shit. I'm fucking nodding off, man. Holy shit. Ugh. It's my bad, guys. Tried to be a little more enthusiastic, but damn, I think I've been sleeping like 1 hour a day the last couple days here, so I need to catch up on that. So that's my bad. But yeah, SPY today, I didn't try to do too much chasing, man. I mean, that bull flag I was watching probably the most, but I didn't see a lot of entries that I liked with the smart money concepts or any of those models. I guess there was a nice reset candle here maybe on the 15, but I just didn't want to do a whole lot of chasing today. I was just doing a little bit more observation, at least with SPY. Just looking for some fair value gaps here. This candle just killed so many fair value gaps today. It was that initial candle at 1:30 Eastern time when JPOW came on the mic. This initial candle here, I mean, it flashed out so many good setups for me. And that reset was a pretty strong pullback. I guess you can argue, if you're trading smart money concepts, I guess you can argue at least on the 3 minute here, there were some opportunities where we pulled back into a little bit of a fair value gap, but I mean, it dipped into it pretty damn hard. But I mean, if your risk to reward is set up, yeah, I guess the chance was there. Because, your risk to reward is probably going to set you up. You're probably going to stop out probably at this prior candle or, wherever I don't know, however you like to set up your risk management. Tesla even had a little bit of one. Right, but just not a lot of clean A1 setups for me. Right, there's just so much rallying and shit. The most reset, like I said, the most opportunity I saw was derived from that pattern I noticed on SPY, where we started to form that bull flag. The weather kind of has been tiring with cold too. Oh yeah, so I live in the south, so it's been okay. We've been having a lot of storms, but the weather's not bad. Today was a colder day, but nah, I just haven't been fucking sleeping, dude. That's not my bad. It's just bad habits. You think SPY will pull back tomorrow or Friday? I think it'll pull back tomorrow, if anything. In my opinion. SPY reached up and just based on the price action, I think the way things are looking, I think there's a lot of momentum we're carrying into right now. But SPY overall is just, it's trading in a premium. It's getting a little bit extended here, right? We've been rallying since the middle of October. I think it's just kind of finishing up on some liquidity. There's been a lot of liquidity available to grab here, right? So we had like a gap that we cleared up today, right here on SPY, right? So there's just been a lot of liquidity for SPY to grab, and it kind of knocked out a lot of it today through that extended rally. The big one too for me, right, just looking at some confluences for potential cool down for tomorrow, is going to be that long-term downtrend line we've been holding the entire year on the money. Okay, so that downtrend line is strong, baby. If we break that, holy shit, we could be looking at some interesting price action ahead. Obviously we need to probably clear this prior high up here, right, and take it one day at a time. But I think SPY, again, it just had a very strong rally, strong momentum, volume is supporting. And then again, we reached up, grabbed some liquidity, broke some prior highs. So we broke this prior high here, which was about, I know on the S&P it was, so on here is about 403, but on the S&P it was like that 4,050 level that it was holding back to back. So it broke these prior highs, cleared above, grabbed some liquidity. I think we see a cool down tomorrow. It's just such a big move. And typically the pattern I've noticed with the indices, if we see a big move like this, especially on SPY or the S&P, there's usually there's probably going to be a small body candle tomorrow, which is like consolidation, or we'll see a pullback, which is just simply profit taking. So that's been a common theme. See if I can find some examples here. I mean, that's a big rally. I doubt that we just go back to back and we just break out tomorrow, see some crazy shit. I doubt it. And that's especially being that big of a level there. Maybe there's a chance we flash above it a little bit, and maybe we would love tap this level up here on the S&P or on SPY at what is this level here? 411. About 411.64-ish, 411.50. But even then, just the precision on how we've been holding this trend line, shit, I'd be surprised if we false break out above it, but you never know. Looks like there is a little bit of wiggle room too, just above it here, and a little bit of that gap left to fill. So maybe we flash up a little bit, maybe even pre-market. Might see 408.50 or something like that, 409. Before we see a little bit of consolidation or a cool down. The time change is killer. Feels like midnight at 6 p.m. Yeah, the time change, I hate the time change. Like, the darkness is what makes it difficult to have energy at night. That's kind of the biggest thing for me. The darkness, and then you're already tired from the long day. So you have that. Yeah. It's been really busy lately for myself, and I've just been staying up too late, not going to bed early enough, so it's all catching up, but it's all good. Yeah, I don't know, stock market's looking pretty interesting, man. We're at a big inflection point here on the S&P. Could this be the top of the rally that we've been experiencing since the middle of October? Jay Powell, he gave a pretty fair outlook. I shouldn't say too optimistic, I suppose. He has confidence in the rate hiking starting to taper down. He just needs a little more information, right? So he's basically saying, like, we were looking at the core PCE inflation, and it was breaking down into those three major categories, right? So you got like housing, you have food, housing, food and energy, and then you have housing, or then you have, I can't remember. There's three major components to the core PCE, but either way, he's looking at the core inflation, and he's liking the data point that we got on the last report, but he needs a little bit more, right? Because one data point that shows a turnaround in inflation is just not enough. So if you can get consecutive downward turns in inflation, and then you culminate that with how unemployment rate is looking, we'll look pretty good. Global supply chains have slowed down a little bit, so a lot of global supply chain concerns and constraints, those have slowed down for sure. They're starting to normalize a little bit more, but we still have geopolitical factors as well with the Russian and Ukraine war, so key in on that, and that's a talking point that he had. All right, so geopolitical factors, just need a little bit more confidence in inflation turning around, and then we need unemployment. We need the unemployment rate to probably go up, which sounds weird. So with all that in mind, we don't know what's ahead. It's going to be an interesting market. He still thinks we can potentially have a soft landing and not have a recession, but again, we need more information though. But he sounded confident and poised as usual, though. He's good at what he does. So I think Jay Powell did a good job of handling the situation that we addressed way too late, because the Federal Reserve stepped in way too late on the rate hikes, and that's why we're looking towards a little bit of a recession here. But still a lot of issues in the macroeconomic side of things. So we'll see what the market wants to do, man. But all we can do is go one day at a time, and we can make an observation. And like I said, man, this downtrend line on SPY on the S&P 500 is critical. Keep your eyes on that. That is huge. And we've been love tapping it with precision. Every rally we've had this year, right? So we had that big summer rally this year. And look exactly what we did, right? Big summer rally, love tapped it right on the money, and then came down. Right? Same thing here. Pushed hard, almost love tapped it, really close, right? It's about that 408.50 level, 409, and then we might come down. Who knows? We'll see how we respect it this time. One observation I had prior to today was especially with volume. So if we take out today here, the big thing I've been noticing with the markets is that we've been having like this divergence in volume, right? So when you see volume staircasing down with its strength, but you see price pushing up, right? They're opposite. That's not good. That means basically like this thing's kind of pushing with not a lot of steam on its own. So it's eventually going to get to a tipping point. But then today you just had that tremendous burst in volume. So it's such an interesting market that we're in. It's crazy, right? There's our burst right there. So we'll see. One day at a time. German, what's up, baby? KP, before it was good. Goons. Yeah, sorry. So my private Discord's jumping in. What's up, baby? Love my Discord, baby. We got a link down below if you want to join, guys. You can access the private Discord for free, and I will supply you a daily watch list with signals, or not signals, but with stocks and price targets as well. So if you want to check that out, man, it's a lot of good value. At least consider joining for free. That link's down below. So if you guys want me to chart for you, let me know. I have the ticker symbol call out format above my head here. So if you, again, this live stream is more for you, right? I kind of went in a little bit here, talked about the markets, okay? But I want the rest of this live stream to kind of be for you guys, right? So the focus is, right, share your stock and I will analyze it. All you got to give me is your ticker symbol. Let me know what time frame or frames you're kind of looking at. So that kind of helps me analyze it, right? Because if you just give me a ticker symbol, I don't know what the hell you're looking at. So, most I can do is a top-down analysis, but give me something. Give me a little sauce, right? So ticker symbol, time frame, and then why you're watching it. Just help me a little bit, put in a little bit of effort, and then I'll pull up your stock. We'll analyze it. I'll show you guys the levels I'm watching and why. And you can leave home with that. SPY go, that's what you were thinking. SPY go to 408, then pull back to 400, then one more pump. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I think at the very least we're going to cool down here soon. At the very least. But it'll be very interesting to see if we crack this trend line. It's big. This is big time, baby. Man, it's such an interesting market. Very ugly. All right, choppy all year. Good for trading, but it'll definitely force the trader out of you. You're going to have to be on point with your risk management versus back in the day, you can just trade like a fucking Neanderthal for 2 years straight. All you got to do is just buy and then hold it. Like, it's crazy. You didn't even have to try. So everybody was making money in this market, but this is what forces the real traders out of you. So I can't wait till we get a nice rally like that again someday. I mean, not to this extent. I don't think we'll see that for a little bit, but because this was just a liquidity pump, right? Printing $4 trillion, that'll do that to the stock market. Neo, I'm inspired. Profit probably banged today. He was quiet in the chat, like he lost all of his money or something. Oh man, Profit probably made like 50 grand today. Holy shit. Look at Neo, dude. Damn. This shit gapped up on the daily. Damn, son. Holy shit. Yeah, he made a lot of money today. Yeah, he's quiet. Try to wake him up. Yeah, he probably made like 30, 40 grand today. Yeah, good for him. Damn. That man's a savage. I would not be bullish on investing necessarily, especially with a growth stock, but it's cheap and it's a good company. But it's, it's Chinese too, so I'm a little weary about it. Just because there's a lot of things you see a lot more policy shift. A lot of these stocks kind of go a little more out of control because it's China. So that shit will wear you out. But I like Neo, good stock. Was flagging nice early pre-market. If you're up early in that chat, easy call outs. Yeah, man, I was looking at penny stocks. I saw, I'm back on the penny stock grind, and I've been looking at penny stocks every morning now. So make sure you guys follow us on Twitter, and I will post every morning the top penny stocks I'm watching. And I usually see about 3 to 5 of them that look pretty solid. At least one of them will run, at least, but it just depends on the day. Because penny stocks have been really goofy the last, I don't know, at least a week or two. I've noticed they've been kind of like docile or inconsistent. And then you're having nice multi-day runners like Cosm. I've been watching Cosm since like fucking like Cosm and OTIG. Like I've been watching OTIG since like, I don't even know. I think it was like in the low teens, and then that OTIG was killing it. I don't know how high it went today, but yeah, OTIG went up to like 33 cents today, but I was watching it since like down here. And then Cosm's just been a beast. Now it's cooling down, but I was watching it through this whole sequence here when it was just multi-day running nicely, just rallying. So Cosm's been good. Yeah, I've been paying attention to them, but penny stocks have just been goofy. UC. All right. Wow, I charted this a long time ago. All right, I will chart this for you, Amy. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta put an event out in the Discord real quick here, guys. We have a learning session tonight with one of our top analysts, and I just got to put that event out there. Fuck. Let me see here. Other than that, did you guys trade today? I'm more observed, man. I was a little skittish. I didn't want to, like, today was like too FOMO-y for me. The first half of the day actually looked pretty good. I saw some decent opportunities, but other than that, once we had that J-Power rally, I'm like, I didn't want to do no chasing, dude. That's just not how I am. I don't chase. All right, almost done, guys. Just getting a private live stream together here. A little learning session today. Gonna get some knowledge. We always learning in the Discord, baby. You can join up for free. Link down below in the description. But you can't join the private session tonight because that's for people who pay, baby. So if you want to pay, let me know, man. We'll sign you up. Live stream with, okay. Got the event ready to go. All right. Okay. All right. UC Shipping Company on a slow, steady climb. Yeah, this reminds me of, like, what was it? The Castor Maritime. Remember that company? I think they used to ride together. They sold a vessel and are passing on profit to shareholders in form of $1 per share dividend payable in January. Nice. Okay, so if they're announcing dividends, that's nice, dude. Investors investors will eat that up. Yeah, it's moving nice. I mean, this thing has just been, I mean, it's been uptrending net since like September. So like late summer almost. Or just the tail end of it, of course. This thing's a beast. You had a nice shift in market structure today from that rally right there. All right, see a little market structure shift there. So that looks phenomenal. I just think it's, you know, this next leg that it made today is just, it's just keeping it up there. So I don't see no reason why it can't maintain its path as long as it holds up. Obviously it's getting a little extended, but I don't know, it's been holding for a while now. All right, take a look at maybe a trend line there, or however you like to see your trend lines or draw them in. Just trying to find a little bit of a common support here. Now this is where it gets a little ugly. Now you have some areas of liquidity over here, right? So, and price is going to be naturally drawn to that. So let me go back here. So what are we at? 363. Let me get that line over here. There we go. That helps. Yeah, so right now you're sitting in a nice little pool of liquidity right here. So there's definitely some more upside. I like about $4 or just below $4. That could be a nice like short-term price target. And then your next areas of liquidity are going to be up here, like your external liquidity. So you're going to have some more there at like 457. So conservatively, I like getting, you know, I think a good first trim just below $4 if we can rally up there. And then if we extend that rally upon there, I mean, you're going to be looking pretty damn nice, because not only do you have to clear this prior high here, if you end up clearing that, you're going to have a nice big pool of liquidity once more up here chilling. I mean, this thing could really go, seriously. But you're going to have to watch it one level at a time. So you need to clear $4, and then you need to clear about that 457 level. So $4, 457. If you clear 457, I think you're off to the races, though. You can start seeing some serious gains here, as high as, you know, 560 or even further. But I just stair step through it that way. And yeah, there's just big pools of liquidity here. Okay, so the price is going to want to gravitate towards that direction. So it looks good. Looks awesome, and it's holding up. And it had a big market structure shift today. So the chances are pretty fair that it could at least venture towards that $4 mark. But yeah, you get the $4 to like 5 something. Let's say hypothetically. I mean, what did we say? 560. It's 54%. Gary was good, baby. You love AMD. Holding long term. Yeah, AMD. Yeah, what? Yeah, AMD's great long term. Semis, you might have some volatility for sure, but semis have been getting smacked so hard. They're just so discounted, right? So AMD's down. I mean, AMD's still down like 53% from its 52-week highs, or from its all-time highs. That rally today really helped you out, because you're almost forming a little bit of a pennant here, right? A little bit of a squeeze. You have a little bit of a triangle here, either bull pennant or symmetrical triangle. All right, we like the triangle look. All right, let's dial in a little bit more. Yeah, so I mean, it's looking pretty damn good. Now, tomorrow's probably going to be a cool down day. That's just my opinion. I think tomorrow could be a cool down day. This might be a little bit of a false breakout. But just, you know, just understand that you do have some breathing room still in here before you see some more potential upside. But AMD long term, sheesh, yeah, I do like it. It's a semiconductor. It's just, you know, strong company. They are taking a big hit on revenue from that China ordeal, AMD and Nvidia. So just be cognizant of that. But you know, that'll normalize itself out over time. Okay. But yeah, I like AMD. CEO is a beast. All right, she's pretty good. And yeah, AMD does a fair job. They're just, they're susceptible to volatility because it's semiconductors, right? So that whole market is going through a whole just parabolic period right now. Just to, all the Taiwan shit, and the domestic considerations. There's just so much going on with this market right now. So it's kind of in flux, I suppose is a better word. But keep tabs on it. All right, guys. 8 likes, 8 viewers. Like it. Appreciate it, guys. And guys, be sure to check out my other videos. And if you guys want a certain video format, let me know, man. Like, it's hard for me to kind of figure out a topic on YouTube because I don't know what y'all want to learn about or what stocks you want me to look at. There's so many stocks. When I first did this channel, I had like a Neo cult, so I just did Neo videos. But, we got to mix it up. So if you guys have any video ideas, let me know, of course, at any time. There's many ways to reach me, or you can just comment in the latest video. There's a lot of ways to reach me, or just in Discord. But yeah, I appreciate y'all's support, and yeah, we'll just keep running tonight. We have at least 20 more minutes, or at most, if you want to cover any more stocks. I'll just wait for you guys' comments to come through here, and we'll keep running it. Let's get it. I'm gonna get rid of this call out format shit. That box is huge. There we go. Yeah, markets are looking wild, man. Watch, you're gonna see a bunch of headlines now. Oh, no more recession. We're gonna get it. We're going, baby. Yeah, the market is it's strange. This is just a weird market. I think there's a lot of issues that take a while to resolve though, outside of what everybody else is looking at. Like everybody just looks at the stock market and they're just like, "Oh, it looks good." They look at the chart. Yeah, this is it. S&P, it's rallying. That's the bottom. And it's like they're not looking at like all the other bigger shit, like bond yields and how credit is working, how credit is looking across the world, even not just the United States, like how the banks are holding up. Like the banks are like on like thin wire right now. And then like jobs are like, it's weird because we're in a bass backwards market where the unemployment rate is the greatest rate. It's at like the lowest level we've seen in decades. Like it's at a phenomenal level, but it's actually hurting us because we don't want people getting more jobs because that induces more spending, and which induces more inflation. This is a weird market, but there's a lot of things under the radar that if you're not aware of, you're gonna get blindsided, and you're gonna think this could be a rally or a bounce or something. But again, we don't know. That's the beauty and the beast of it. So I'm not that skeptic. I'm open. I'm open to it, right? I'm mutual, right? This could be the bottom. We might see a rally here. It could just be a soft landing, or we see a recession. I'm open to both. Thanks, man. Always dig your opinion in TA. Yeah, appreciate you, Gary. Chocolate Tree, what's up, baby? Dang, you do not give up. I'm proud of you. You old chocolate turkey, wild turkey. I never give up. I ain't fucking leaving. Nah, man. I'm all about it. Hell no. I'm trying to get the YouTube going again. I just got to figure out what the people need. Man, I got some of the best videos out there, man. I be getting the least amount of views, man. I don't know what it is. I think it's just some algorithm bullshit on YouTube. But, man, I look at some of these other YouTubers in the stock trading space, and I'm like, this shit is whack. There's, like, no value added. Guys are in there like, yeah, man, this is what I traded today. How you guys doing? Okay, sounds good. It's like, man, I'm trying to give y'all some shit. I'm trying to help you learn every single video that I can and provide as much value as possible. So I guess got to find that trending topic. Maybe I just talk about AMC in every fucking video. I don't know, some stupid shit like that. Maybe Christmas rally, then dump after spending for holidays. Yeah, I'm curious to see like an inflation report. What shit? Probably the next one, right? December 13th. So December 13th, we have our next CPI report, which is inflation. right? And it's gonna bake in all this spending, right, from Black Friday and shit. And then we're gonna have the FOMC meeting the day after on December 14th. So we're gonna have literally inflation come out, and then a day later we're gonna have rate hikes. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. It's just crazy to think, like, where the hell can we go till then? I mean, that's not for 2 weeks. Now, one thing I've been kind of observing is a little bit of a potential channel here off this rally too. Right? Just kind of not speculating. I think it's fair to say that it could be one here, but kind of noting, kind of keeping tabs on this channel here. But even then, there's not 2 weeks worth of candles left in here, man. So we're going to make some critical... We're going to make some critical move here very soon. I mean, in the next week, I think. In the next week or 10 trading days, there's going to be some critical move made. We're either going to crack this long-term, downtrend line we've been holding to precision all freaking year, or we're going to break this current, kind of floor we're holding this last, like, week and a half here, and then maybe see further down, or we could break this support of this channel. So there's a couple options here. That's why we just go one day at a time, man. But yeah, Christmas rally didn't dump after spending. It'd just be so interesting if we did break out of this trend line. I mean, it changed a lot. I think it changed a lot of things for a lot of people, unless it just does a fat ass false breakout like you're saying. So maybe we get a little bit of so tomorrow I'll probably see a little bit of a cool down. Maybe we see a retest, or we see a break, retest that, maybe come up. Right, maybe we test this high here. See a little bit of that. And then recession. And then Young Jeezy's going to drop his new album, Recession 3. I have no idea, man. Could see some of that. I mean, that's severe, but maybe delete this last, there we go. Maybe something like that, or, who knows, man? It's very interesting. If we're following suit with this trend line and we're gonna respect it on the money, it might just be some of this shit. All right, and then boom, recession. I don't know. We'll see, man. Crazy spot we're at. Very interesting. How do you stay disciplined? Because I had my stop marked on SPY today, and I couldn't cut my losses till I hit 20% loss. I had my stop marked on SPY today and couldn't cut my losses till it hit 20% loss. How do I say it's discipline? I'm just numb to it. That's why it helps to trade smaller. I've always been really good at cutting my losses. That's never been, I mean, when I first started trading, that was, I was doing the typical shit, right? Bag holding, AMC to the moon, all this stupid shit, holding stocks for weeks thinking they rebound, but that didn't last very long with me. I've always done a really good job of cutting my losses. I think the hard part is extending your winners and then maintaining consistent risk management. That's probably the hardest part about trading. I think cutting losses is the easy part. You kind of just have to go like, that's it. You have to be very just like robotic, man. Like if I'm in here trading the S&P, let's go to SPY. You have to be extremely robotic. But if I'm in here trading, trying to think of an instance where you can get stopped out. Oh, we can pick any spot here. It'll just be hypothetical anyways. So let's say I'm in like SPY right here. Let's say I bought right here. I think it's going to go crazy. Price target's way up here, and then my stop loss is just below the candle I entered on. Or, shit, sorry. Let's say we entered on this candle. Stop loss is below my current candle that I'm in. All right, so I'm watching SPY this morning. I'm like, moon, baby. I'm in here, right? Bought in. Let's say right here. Targets, let's just go to 400. All right, 400. It's a shitty risk to reward. Let's go higher than that. Targets up here. It's all hypothetical, right? And then the stop loss just below my current candle. Because the point I'm trying to make is like, it depends. You know, stock market's dynamic, but you know, some people, like, you just got to be very adamant. Like, you know, if you do hard stops, yeah, you broke your stop loss, dude, get out. Even that weight counts. You broke your stop loss, get out. You know what I mean? Because a lot of traders, they usually, I shouldn't say a lot, but most of the time, like, it's a series of trades you do in a day. So a lot of guys may start off red and then end green, or they were green then went red then ended green. So a lot of traders I've seen that are full time, they stay very aggressive, right? Because they just focus on trying to win without over trading. But that might have just been a loss, and then it's like, okay, come back in, reassess price. Okay, loss on that trade. Okay, feeling confident, starting to see a little bit of flip. Okay, we saw market structure shift there. I'm gonna re-enter, see if I can reclaim. All right, stop loss just below that candle. Let's go back up for a new target. And then before you know it, right, this is all hindsight. Before you know it, right, so you ended up profiting net for the day. But you just have to be very, just have to be strict. That's it. Just cut your losses, you know, just bite the bullet. Because you got to, when I go into a trade, I'm just numb about it. It's like, when I hit my target, I'm getting out. So my target can either be my stop loss or a take profit level. As soon as I hit it, I'm out. No ands or buts. That's it. No negotiating. Chocolate was good. I unsub now, then sub again. Hopefully I get on your notification next time you've been on my sub list. Oh, man, don't unsub. Come on, man. I'm here, Chocolate. Come on, Chocolate. Stay sub. I'll be here. I find stop losses should only be used for certain strategies. Pennies are often too volatile. Yeah, I don't use hard stops. Yeah, I don't. That's just me, though. But I'm more experienced too. But I don't use hard stops. It depends. You know, if I'm trading on a very high time frame, I guess, and I'm gonna like set and forget. So I buy something and I walk away for an hour and don't look at the chart. I might, but I usually don't use hard stops. I use mental stops because the stock market is dynamic. So sometimes I might take on a little more risk because it might bite into my theoretical stop loss, right? Or my hard stop, my mental one. It might bite into it for a quick second, but then like if price looks like it could rebound, I might just hold on to it for a slight second. Like in this instance, like we saw that big wick come up, so you saw buyers start to come in really strong. That might be enough for me to stay into the trade just for a little bit longer, but that's the risk I take on. Yeah, I usually don't do hard stops, but I'm not going to offer financial advice on trading because it's just like, you know, with that's a preference. Some people are very robotic, like hits my stop, I'm out. But again, I prefer to be more dynamic. Just because like you want to be, you know, if you can assess price action on the fly and you can monitor volume and all that good stuff, you don't want to get to a point where you're flinching too much because then you might, you know, hard stop all the fucking time and you find that it always runs on you after you hard stop out. So that'd be a lesson learned. Use mental stop except for today with shop. Yeah, I use mental stops. But yeah, I'm not gonna advise or anything. That's just what I do. But you have to really be disciplined and trust yourself mentally too. Like mental stops, you know, that comes with experience, man. Like you have to hit a point in your brain where you have to trust yourself with mental stops. Like there has to be a level in your mind like there has to be some symptom in your mind that says, hey man, like I can tell by now, like this trade's fucked. Like I got to get out. And that's where you got to trust yourself. And if you can do that consistently, then mental stops may be appropriate for you. Okay. Cool. With that, guys, I don't see any more questions. Hopefully you found this stream useful. Guys, stay tuned. Hit that subscribe if you're new and turn on the notification bell. If you're new or a current subscriber, turn on the bell because I upload almost every single day and it really helps the channel if you guys at least go hit that like on a new video, okay, or do whatever you can. But just keep that in mind. Also, free Discord channel or free access to a private Discord down below in the description. Click that link. Limited time only. Link expires. So jump in now if you can. Other than that, I'm going to jump over to our private Discord channel, join up on our learning session with one of our top analysts. And you guys enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's kill it this week, baby. Gang.